A is for Allah, nothing but Allah. Ba is the beginning of Bismillah. Ta is for taqwa, bewaring of Allah. And Tha is for Tawwab, a reward. Ja is for Jannah, the garden of paradise. Ha is for Hajj, the blessed pilgrimage. Kha is for Khatam, the seal of the prophethood given to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to a new episode of Learning Arabic. This is our program, Learning Arabic, and today it's the episode of Ghain. Ghain, as everyone knows, could be close to Ain. But we can discover more about the secrets of Ghain. Now, how can we pronounce it? Well, I have, first of all, to introduce all my guests today. As always, I'm joined with Nabil from Pakistan, Osama from Egypt, Muhammad from England, and Khala from Ghana. Welcome to all of you.
Yeah.
Today, it's Ghain. Gha. Okay. So, can you find that there's a difference between Gha probably and Ain?
I think there's a massive difference.
Exactly. And also, I will tell you here something. Probably Ghain can be found in French.
Yeah.
It could be something like that. But let me just have a look at the slide here and what it says when it comes in describing and pronouncing Ghain. This letter is pronounced like a voiced Kha. Think of the correspondence between the sounds Ka, Ga.
Yeah.
Ka is unvoiced and Ga is voiced. Pronounce Ka and Ga several times, paying attention to how your voice changes when you say Ga. So say Ka, Ga,
Ga.
Ka,
Ka.
Ga. Okay. Now say Kha. So Ka, Ga,
Ga.
Kha.
Kha.
Okay. Say all of them again.
Yeah.
Ka,
Ka.
Ga,
Ga.
Kha. Okay. Say Kha several times, then move to Ghain. Here it is. So say Kha.
Kha.
Say it again.
Kha.
Say it again.
Kha.
Okay. Now let's move on to Ghain.
Ghain.
So say Kha.
Kha.
Ghain.
Ghain.
Reverse it. So
Ghain.
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 Okay. Well, this letter is pronounced using the same muscles similar to the fashion Gharib. Okay. Ghain, generally, it probably could be close in writing style of Ain.
Ghain.
Right. I mean, in Ghain, we have also a tail,
Yeah.
but we do have also kind of just one dot.
One dot.
Okay, so let me just read that here.
One dot above the letter.
Above the letter. And I will tell you where is it. I mean, the dot actually has a specific position in Ghain. Ghain is a connecting letter whose shape varies somewhat depending on its position. In independent and initial positions, the common element is C-shape that rests on the line. As an independent letter, it takes a tail. When connected to the following letter, it leads into a connecting segment with just one dot above the letter. Can you see that? It's the same style for Ain, by the way, when it comes to the writing style. Just to make a kind of a C shape, followed by tail,
A tail,
but
yeah.
you just put one dot. Is it easy?
Yeah.
Let me just try that here. Here is that. Please follow me. So here is that we have the style of C shape, and then we have tail. We put just one dot here. Again, it depends on the size of the dots. I mean, it depends on the paper, it depends on the context. Please don't put your dot here. Don't put that here or here in this position. Just above the letter. Did you write it? Please,
Yeah,
let me just have a look at this.
Yeah.
Here is it. Excellent. Well, that's perfect. I like that. Okay, well, here we go again. So that is Ghain. Okay? Now let me just move on here when it comes in initial position. It's always connected. It's the same like Ain.
Yeah.
So I would say that we have here Gharib, strange.
Yeah.
Or we have, for example, Ghani, which means rich.
Rich, yeah.
Can you see that? I will combine here Gha with the... Oh, here we go. It's the same rule even when we write Ghain. It's the same rules that we have been discussed before in Ain. We don't have tail, so we remove such a tail. So here is it. Here is Ghain. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're going to do now is that we write Ghain here this way, and we remove the tail. We don't have such tail. We combine that with the following one. Here is it. Ghani.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. So this is when it comes in initial position. How about when it comes in the medial position? Here we have Baghdad.
Yeah.
Have a look at the photo here. Can you see that? Ghain here is closed.
Yeah.
Can you see this?
Yep.
Okay, and we have just one dot, and it comes in the medial position, and it's always connected with the previous and with the following one. Let me just write that here. Follow me in writing this name.
Yeah.
Baghdad. Okay. I write that here. Ba. And then we have Ghain here. And then we have Da, Alif, and Dal. Okay. Ghain sometimes written closed in this way.
Yeah.
We have just one hook. We make a kind of closed ghain, and then we put dal here, alif and dal. Can you follow me writing this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
Da, ghain, dal, alif and dal.
Yes, we have it.
Interesting. I like
That's
that, Osama. I like your writings, Nabil. Here is it. Well, that's perfect. Okay, that's perfect also. Again, so when it comes in the medial position, it's always connected with the previous and with the following one. How about when it comes in the final position? Here is it. I would say, for example, صاغ, and also we have tabgh.
Yeah.
Oh, two important examples. The first one, which is disconnected, and the second one, which is connected.
Connected.
Generally speaking, when it comes to ghain, in the final position, sometimes it comes disconnected, and if it is disconnected, it should be with a tail. With a tail. I will repeat it again. Here is it. Let me just write that here. صاغ. Can you see that?
What is that? What mean?
Well, it means actually, well, we have a lot of meanings of this word, Osama, by the way. Sag probably, I still remember that Sag means a specific rank in the military.
Yeah.
Right. And also it means a currency in Egypt in the past, probably in the 50s of the last century.
Yeah.
ثلاثة صاغ,
Yeah.
خمسة صاغ, and so on. So
Yeah.
you can find a lot of meanings actually that can be found. That can be found actually in the such word. Okay, now let me just move on here to the second style of writing, which is that when it comes in the final position, here it's connected. Here is that. I would say that we just have here. How many letters do we have in this word? Tabgh.
We have
Three.
three.
Okay, here we go. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So generally speaking, when ghain comes in the final position, sometimes connected, sometimes disconnected. If it is disconnected, we have tail. If it is connected, we also have a tail. We must put dot above the letter.
Yeah.
Well, this is about ghain. How about the following alphabet after ghain?
Yeah,
It's fa.
It's fair.
Okay, but I would like just to make a revision from alif to ghain. Can we do that?
Yeah,
Let me
okay.
just start with Nabil.
Alif,
Yep.
Ba,
تا سا
Jim,
Ha,
خا دال
Ra,
Zay,
سين صاد
Sin,
شين
Sad,
Dad,
Ta,
طا ظا
Ain,
Ghain.
فا
ghain. And then we have fa. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just now discuss the point here of fa. The name is fa.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it difficult to pronounce, to say fa?
no.
Okay. Is it
Yeah, fa.
close?
Fa is the same F in English.
Yeah. It's the same.
I see. Okay, here we go.
Labial sound, huh?
Oh, okay. Well, I think that is fa, by the way, very close to F in English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this way. Well, let me just read the slide. Let me just have what the slide here says. This letter is pronounced like the English F, fe, as in feather, which is a connecting letter with a relatively stable shape. It's independent, and final forms have a tail that is unusual in that it remains on the line rather than dipping below. Okay. To write independent fa, begin above the line and draw a small flat loop around your left, up and down. Keep the loop of fa small and just above the line, resting on the short neck. Continue along the line into small hook to finish. Well, that is very interesting.
Yeah.
Let me just have a look at this. I will write, for example, the word fahd. By the way, fahd in Arabic refers to the name of somebody, but also it remains to the name of animal, cheetah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just write fahd here. Can you see that? I would follow the rule again. I would read the rule again. Here is it. It starts with, to write independent fa, begin above the line. So I would suppose that there is a line here. So we start above the line and draw a small flat loop around your left.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. Then, begin above the line, draw a small flat loop around your left, up and down. Keep the loop of small and just above the line, resting in a short neck.
Yeah.
Here is it. Follow me, please. Can you see that? Again. Okay. Keep the loop of fast, small, and just above the line, resting on the short neck. Continue along the line into small hook to finish the tail. Here is it. We continue small the line and we make a hook here. That is the shape of fa.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's different when it comes to initial position. I mean, we don't have hook when it comes in initial or in medial position, or probably can have a hook when it comes in the final position. Samad, do you have a comment?
No, I would say that
Yep.
in final position we have in the Evangelical Quran 2,465 words that begin with the sound fa.
In glorious Quran.
Yeah, 2,465.
Okay, well, I like that. I like that.
So it is important to practice.
Did we have some distance between hook and straight?
Well, very
In fa.
interesting. Here is that. I would answer you here again practically, Nabil. I would write the loop here, make a kind of a short line, and we make straight line, we make hook. No,
Yeah.
no,
No, huh?
no, right, exactly.
Okay.
So this is about fa. Okay. And this is probably the independent shape of fa.
Yeah,
How about fa when it comes in initial position? All the
Farq.
time,
it
it's
is
connected.
always connected.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me just have a look at this. Here is it. And how can you write that? By the way, I would tell you here something that could be very interesting. When we pronounce fa, it's probably close, and when we pronounce f in English. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I would tell you that the loop of the medial fa is a small and oval, for example. Let me just start here with the initial first.
Yes.
So I would write, for example, fat.
fat. Yeah,
The word fat. Here is it. So I will start with fa here, then combining that with ha, and then we make that. How many letters do we have here in this word?
we have three.
Three, huh?
With just one here,
Yeah,
another one here, the third one is here. 3 letters
yes.
are combined together in order to make a kind of just one word. I think that this is fa when it comes in the initial position. We don't have any hook here, so we combine that here in this way with ha, and ha with that. I think that this is fa when it comes in the initial position. My dear viewers, I think we can discuss more about fa when it comes in the medial and the final position after having a break. Stay tuned. We will be right back.
Huda TV strives to bring you, our viewers, the best in Islamic programming. Please send your comments and suggestions to feedback at huda.tv.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the second part of our program, Learn Arabic. We were discussing in the previous part how can you write fa when it comes in initial position. Now let me just move on here in the medial position. Let me just read the slides. And it says, the lobe of medial f, or fa, is a small and oval. For example, it's much smaller than that of ta and has a different shape. Okay. Start from the connecting segment and loop up to your left and back around the line into the connecting segment like, let me just give you one example here. For the word safha, which means in English, page. Okay, let me just start with that. How many letters do we have in the word safha? Sa,
4.
fa,
Yeah, we have ha,
ha,
we have ta.
and ta, which is called ta marbuta. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Exactly, right. I think we did not discuss ta marbuta, but I think we can discuss that in the second part of our program. 4 letters. How many emphatic letters do we have here in this word?
Ha.
We have
I have ha, right?
we have sa.
We have sa.
Yeah,
How about fa?
no,
It's not.
it's not a
Right.
emphatic sound.
What is the most difficult sound in pronouncing it?
Yeah, I think ha.
Ha. Ha.
Yeah.
Nabil.
Ha.
Khalid. It's the same. Okay. Now I would like to combine sa, fa, and ha together. Have a look at this. Please follow me in writing this. So I will start with sa, a big loop, make a small hook, make fa. Here is it. This is my point. So you make a kind of a big loop here, combined together from the left side to the right side, and you connect fa here with the following one, which is ha, with a small hook, and then you make a kind of a short line to make ta marbut. Here is that.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just have a look at this. Excellent. Well, I like that. Okay, here is that. Perfect, Khalid. Okay, well, that's amazing. Okay. Now, this is about fa when it comes in medial position.
Yeah.
Let me just move on here to fa. In initial position, he says here again, when it comes to in final position, fa combines the shape of the medial position with the tail of the independent, like, for example, farah. That is when it comes in initial position, and the medial position we have, for example, safir. When it comes to the final position, here we go. I would tell you here that is sometimes we have fa which is disconnected,
Yeah.
and sometimes we have fa which is connected. It's the same like ayn. It's the same like
Jim.
ayn.
Yeah.
It's the same like jim.
Ha.
But again, ayn is an emphatic.
Yes.
It does have tail. In fact, it's not emphatic. And we don't have tail. Here we go. Okay, how about fa? Let me just write the word sufuf, which means rows. And when it comes to saf, okay, I would write, for example, saf. How many letters do we have in the word saf?
We have two.
Here is it. 3 or 2 or 5?
Two. We have two.
Okay, here is it. Sa and fa. Let me just combine them together. The first thing I would do is to write the first part here of sa. I would remove the tail, so I would write that in this way. And then I write fa and make hook at the end of fa.
Yeah.
So please, don't write fa here in this way, for example. Don't write that. That's wrong. You should make a kind of very small hook here. Can you see that?
Yeah.
This is for fa when it comes in final position, which is connected. But sometimes fa comes also in the final position, but it is disconnected. Like in the same word, when you put that in the plural form. So you say sufuf.
Sufuf.
And
Yeah.
here we have another different rules for the plural and singular forms in Arabic. I think that's something like that can be discussed later in the different parts of the program. But I think that this is saf. And when it comes to sufuf, I would say here is that. How many letters do we have here? Please answer me.
We have 4.
4. Okay. How many emphatic letters do we have here?
We have
One.
1.
1, just 1, which is sa.
Yes,
Can you
sa.
see that? Okay. So this is about fa when it comes in the final position. Do you have any question about fa?
No.
Okay, so I will repeat them again. Shapes for writing this letter. Please follow me in writing these words.
Yes.
So I would start first with farah.
What does farha means?
Yep.
What does it mean?
Well, farah has a lot of meanings in Arabic, like wedding in English. Okay. So here we have fa when it comes in initial position.
Yeah.
We have fa when it comes in the medial position. Can you see that? Okay. We have fa, also as an example, for saf, when it comes in the final position.
Final position, yeah.
And the first case in final position, which is connected, the second one, which is disconnected, like sufuf. Can you see that?
Yeah.
How many shapes do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4.
4, yeah.
Yep,
4.
here is that. Again, fa here, fa here, fa here, and here.
Yeah.
Can you see that? Show me, please. What did you write?
Yes,
I'd
sir.
like just to have a look. It's excellent, Osama. Perfect. Okay, well, that's amazing. Excellent. Well, I like that. So this is about fa.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let me just, Khalid, you have any
Yeah,
comment?
there is something that at the time we write swad,
Right.
we make a teeth
Exactly.
at the
Yep.
time of joining.
Yep, that's right.
But at the time we joined fa with the other words,
Yep.
we haven't a teeth. Huh?
Exactly, that's right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, let's move on. What's the following letter after fa in Arabic?
Wow.
I guess that we have qa. Is that a difficult letter, qa?
It is really difficult.
Very difficult. Well, that's your opinion. How about Osama?
I think it is easy for me because we have, it may be similar to Q in English. Cool.
Interesting. Khalid,
Okay.
you have a comment?
I think it's easy to write but difficult to pronounce.
Okay. Easy in writing, but difficult in pronunciation.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
agree
me
with
too,
him.
same, yeah.
I agree with Osama because in English we have Q.
But I don't think Q is, the sound of Q is similar to cough.
Exactly.
But, and on the other hand, when you recite, when you're saying kaf, cough, kaf, cough, it's just so close, and it's so easy to make a mistake. And Q is Q,
Yep.
and cough, I think definitely different sounds, and I do not agree with both of you. I think you both are wrong.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
we can discuss more about that when you read the slide here. We can discover the distinctive features of qaf and kaf, and how can we distinguish between both. Here it is. In the slide it says, this letter represents a new sound, the emphatic counterpart to kaf. I think now we can tell the people that is qaf and kaf could be close together. Because qaf is the counterpart, is the emphatic counterpart of kaf.
Yes.
Well, of course, when it comes to pronunciation, I would say that is qaf probably is pronounced by the final part of the soft palate. So we say it again. So you say this: ka,
Ka.
qa,
Qa.
ka,
Ka.
qa.
Qa.
Can you see the difference?
Yeah.
Is there a difference? Yeah, of course
Yeah.
there's a difference. Okay. Now, like the other emphatic sounds, it's pronounced with the tongue low in the mouth because it's emphatic sounds.
Yeah.
Okay. It differs from them in that it's pronounced farther back in the throat,
Yeah.
at the very back part of the tongue. We discussed before a lot of emphatic sounds, like ayn,
Ayn.
ghayn,
Ayn.
sad,
Sad.
ta, dha. What else? Ta.
Ta.
Right. And today also we have qaf. So when we pronounce qaf, what's happening here is that I will repeat that again. I think that the best way here is to practice pronouncing it.
Yes.
Qa,
Qa.
ka,
Ka.
okay, ka,
Ka.
qa.
Qa.
Well, a lot of those who are just starting learning Arabic language, they sometimes be confused between qaf and kaf.
Yeah.
Rather than say, for example, same as rep.
I think kaf is like more lighter, huh?
Right,
Qaf is
exactly.
Light, yeah,
heavier,
more light.
Yeah.
more
Qaf.
difficult.
Right. That is absolutely correct. Now, let me just move on here to another interesting part, which is how can you write this letter? Qaf is a connecting letter with a relatively stable shape. Its independent and final forms have a tail that is unusual in that it remains on the line rather than dipping below, especially in initial and medial positions. To write independent qaf, begin above the line and draw a small flat loop around your left. Let me just start here. Here's that. I would say here we have qaf. Here is that. Just to remember the shape of fa.
Yeah.
It's the same for qaf. It was exception.
Yeah.
We just put two dots rather than
dots.
one dot.
So
Okay.
another, we have a sequence here.
Exactly, Sam. So we have fa and qaf. Okay. To write independent qaf, begin above the line and draw a small flat loop around your left, up and down. Keep the loop of qaf small and just above the line, resting on a short neck. Here is that. So that's the short neck that we have. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, continue along the line into a small hook to finish the tail. So that is what we have here today. This is
Yeah.
qaf.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you'd like just to combine qaf with the following letter, what do you think? Is that easy? Okay.
I think it's easy.
It
like
is same
fa.
fa.
It's the
Yeah,
same for
same
fa.
fa.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just have a look at the slide here. What does it say? It says, as fa is a connector, qaf is also a connector, that its shape is similar to that of fa in all positions except that qaf takes two dots above and a deep semicircle tail that
Yeah.
drops below the line like that of sa and sha. The two dots above qa are usually run together in handwriting. Okay.
Yeah.
So here is that. I would tell you that qaf sometimes is written here in this tail.
Yes.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
With two dots.
Yeah.
We have the tail of sin and shin. But when it comes in writing, I think that we remove such tail. Can you give me an example, please, for any word in Arabic that starts with qaf?
قاعدة.
قبل.
قبل. قاعدة. Okay, let me just start the word.
Qamar.
Yep, qamar. Right, exactly. I like this word, Nabil. So I will start with your word.
Okay.
By the way, I think that the tail of qaf
Yep.
is moves some more than fa.
yeah.
Exactly, right. And that's why they say that
I
is
think it's more curved than fa.
Yeah.
exactly, Sam. And that's why they say it's very close to the tail of sin and shin.
Yeah.
Sal
I think
and
it's,
bal.
Yeah,
I think,
yeah.
it's a big
That's right.
difference other than it's quite close. You can say noon and qaf is not fa and qaf.
Yep,
I think fa is more closer to ba and ta and sa,
right.
not to qaf, I think.
Right, and I would say here when it comes in qaf, for example, let me just repeat that writing again. Here is it.
It's totally different. It's different.
Right.
It's going in a circle.
Right,
Rather than
exactly.
going slanted straight line.
Well, but I'm talking here about the loop, which we
loop,
start.
yeah.
It's
Loop,
very
yeah.
close to fa. And in Fa we just have one dot. In Qaf we have two dots. And there is another difference, which is a tail. In Fa we have a tail and it ends up with a hook. But in Qaf you have a tail that probably could be close to the Sin and Sheen. Okay. Now let me just start here with the Qaf when it comes to the initial position. Here is it. I would say Qamar. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Please follow me in writing this word. How many letters do we have here first?
We have 3.
3, right. Here is it. So I will combine them together here. Qa, and then Ma, and then Ra. Can you see that?
Like that.
Exactly, Osama. Here we go. Right. Okay. I like that. Okay. I like this. Can you see that? Qamar, which means in English moon. Okay. So this is when it comes to the initial position.
Yeah.
When it comes.
By the way, Ahmed, we have, in the every correspondence we have about 6,309 words that begin with the alphabet Qa.
6,000 words.
Yeah.
Starting with Qa.
Yeah.
In Quran.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let me just move on to the second part, which is when it comes in the medial position, I would say it's always connected.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think we can discuss more about that in the upcoming episodes because our time is running up now. Well, but here is the thing that we used to do. We will start today from Alif to Qaf. Please go ahead, Nabil.
Alif,
Ba,
Ta, Fa,
Jim,
Ha,
Kha, Dal,
Zal,
Ra.
Ra, Zay,
Okay.
Sin,
Sin.
Shin,
Sad,
Dad,
Tawwab,
Tha,
Ain,
Ghain.
Fa.
Qaf. My dear viewers, I think this is probably the final step here today for discussing how can we write and pronounce Qaf. I think we can discuss more about how can we write that in the following episodes. If you just have any comments, send me email to brave107@yahoo.com. Thank you for joining us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
A is for Allah, nothing but Allah. Ba is the beginning of Bismillah. Ta is for taqwa, bewaring of Allah. And Tha is for Tawwab, a reward. Ja is for Jannah, the garden of paradise. Ha is for Hajj, the blessed pilgrimage. Kha is for Khatam, the seal of the prophethood given to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.